Can you homeschool without breaking the bank? That's what we are going to be diving in today on how to homeschool on a budget. It is time for some girl talk. But first, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cherie Lynette. I am a former teacher turned homeschool mom, and I've been homeschooling my kids for 8 years, and I help moms get started on their homeschooling journey. So if you're new to homeschooling, go ahead and grab my starter kit. It is linked down below. Today, we're going to be diving into how to homeschool on a budget. Everything's expensive right now. Homeschooling is no exception. And I know a lot of moms are stressed out trying to figure out how to pay for curriculums, resources, field trips, activities, just all of it. And it can be so overwhelming. So when we first started homeschooling, it wasn't planned and I had done no research. So I had to get creative really quick and figure out things on the fly. My husband and I did not have a whole lot of money, and I just had to figure things out. So I'm going to break down for you some of the things that I did. I still do, because I'm always about saving my money in order to save money and be able to homeschool. The most expensive parts of homeschooling, of course, is your curriculum. So there's a few ways that you can get around this one. There are actually free curriculums. I'm going to put a list down below. I have not tried these curriculums. I never used a free one, but if you are looking for a curriculum, you don't have money to spend, it's worth your time to take the time to go through the list and at least look into them and research them. When my kids were little, when we started homeschooling, I used ABC Mouse, which was an inexpensive online program. My kids loved it and it helped so much. And then I just played a lot of games with them, a lot of interactive things. I really think when kids are little, you should focus more on play learning and making learning fun. That way they don't start looking at school as a bad thing. They got older, I did start making their curriculum, but no idea that curriculums can cost you like hundreds to thousands of dollars with the books and everything that comes with it. But also I wanted a curriculum where I could be flexible with my kids. They could move to multiple grade levels. My son was language delayed, so some stuff was just too advanced for him in some areas. But then in other areas, I needed him to be able to do more. So I just started making my own curriculum. It saved me money. And it also made it where I could customize it towards my kids. Now, was it a lot of work? 1,000%, which is why I don't do it anymore, because it was a lot of work. But I did it for years. I actually started making our curriculum when he was probably in about second grade. And I just started using the program Time for Learning that I use now last year. Now, if you do want to make your curriculum, and of course, this is specifically for if you're in Texas, the easiest way to do this is just to base it off the Texas TEKS. The Texas TEKS are what teachers use. It's called the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills. But this is the guideline that teachers use in school that they have to follow to teach students. You can Google these. You have access to them for free. And then there are people who sell the TEKS for you broken down easier instead of trying to read them from the TEA website, because it's going to be overwhelming. If you just try to get it the full thing, it's overload. But I'll drop the resource down below. There was a woman on Teachers Pay Teachers where she gave me the outline from the TEKS of everything. I think hers was kinder through 5th grade, and I just built it from there, and it made it so much easier. So it lets you know, okay, in history, this is what we will be learning, and math is this we'll be learning. It doesn't come with the worksheets or the resources or anything like that. It was up to me to build it. But I knew what to teach, and I knew kind of what I didn't want to teach or what to leave out. But it gives you the frame of what to build. And if you are looking to teach and you want to break things down for your kids, this is an excellent way to save money just by making it yourself. Now, if this is a lot and it's overwhelming, remember, we do have the free curriculums for you to check out, and there's other ways too. Thankfully, between when I started homeschooling in 2016 and now in 2025, there's so many more free resources and help and activities. I don't think it's hard for a homeschool mom to find the resources that she needs at an affordable price. You just have to do some research and find what works for you. All right, now what about resources, books, games, activities, things like that? You go on Amazon and you start loading up your cart. That stuff adds up really, really fast. And one of the things that, again, I had to do was just learn, okay, how can I get some good stuff for cheaper? One of the main places you would want to look is, of course, thrift stores. And certain times of the year is amazing. Like towards the end of the school year, I love to go because a lot of times teachers are cleaning out their classrooms and they just want stuff gone. So they just donate it to thrift stores, Goodwills, wherever. I have found some amazing like books with cassettes, brand new books, sets of classroom books. I found educational games, all kinds of things just by going thrifting and like trying to pay attention to the time of the year people are donating. It's usually at the end of the school year and sometimes at the beginning of the school year because people are cleaning out their classroom as they're moving into their new classroom. So you always want to look at thrift stores. Then next you want to look at Facebook groups. So there's actually like homeschool groups, teacher consignment groups, but a lot of times kids will age out of like resources that they're using. So moms try to resell them. So, you can make money and buy the next one, which you should do. Then there's also, again, teachers who maybe don't want to just donate their stuff. They want to make some money. Teachers don't make much money and we got to make our money back. You can find some great resources for really cheap. So this is how I would get a lot of our games. Our library, I buy new books for our library now when we have like our monthly book that we read, but I would say like 97% of our library is from me thrifting or going to garage sales, yard sales, whatever. Like I can get amazing books for cheap. There's no reason why I'm going to pay full price for a library full of books. Now, around back to school time, this is also a great time, of course, to get school supplies, things like this. Every year, I always post it, like all the discounts that homeschool moms can get. I will post it on here this year as well. But be on the lookout. A lot of places give discounted school supplies, activities, games. This is a great time. I stock up for the year because I don't understand why I can go buy crayons for 50 cents in July and then they're $3 in October. So I load up on school supplies when it's time for the back to school. That's like Christmas for me, especially crayons and markers, because I don't understand why they go up so much in the middle of the school year. It's the same stuff. So what about field trips and experiences? So one of the things you want to do is, like I've always said, try to be a part of homeschool groups, at least locally in your area. A lot of places offer group discounts if you go in a group and you can see how many people, if somebody's planning a field trip that you want to join in on, or if you want to initiate a field trip and invite people and try to get a list of people to try to get a discount. That's always a great way to get a group rate and be able to have these experiences. Plus you get to have them with other people, which is even better. Also want to take advantage of any like passport programs. If you love museums, like me and my kids, we love going to museums. There's some places where you have this program where we can sign up for a membership at our local museum, which maybe will be like $100, but it's worth it if me getting this membership here for $100 now allows me to go to other museums all across the country, either for free or a strongly discounted rate. This is an amazing program if you want to be able to have field trips regularly without breaking the bank. And this is one I strongly recommend. Now I will be shooting another video where I go into like how to make extra income as a homeschool mom. It's not always that easy, but there is a way to always try to at least make sure you have some type of income coming in to help facilitate with the homeschooling. But one of the things that you can do is, like, once you're finished with resources your kids have outgrown, or books they've outgrown, or clothes anything that you have that you're no longer using, then flip it and sell it and use that to keep fueling your homeschool journey. It helps me so much in the beginning with being able to just continuously buy resources and just keep up with everything, because these kids grow fast and they age out of stuff fast. So it helps just to kind of keep the wheel turning. I know that homeschooling can seem like it's going to cost you millions of dollars, but as I always say, homeschooling is just parenting with subjects. We figure out how to make sure our kids have clothes, food, everything else. It sometimes does get tight, but we figure it out, and it's no different with homeschooling. There's a million different resources and a million different ways to figure things out. So you got this. If you have any questions about homeschooling on a budget, just let me know in the comments, or if you have have some tips or suggestions for other homeschool moms on how you homeschool on a budget, make sure to drop that below as well. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.